Hi everyone, welcome back to our podcast. Here we are with Vico, Susan, Diego, and Kikito, and today we're going to talk about a really interesting topic. It's games, and well, we have three questions for today's episode. So the first question is, what did you usually play in your childhood? And we will start with Susan. What did you play in your childhood? Sorry.
Well, hi everyone. Today I want to talk about a bit about childhood games and how they've changed over time. Well, at least for me and maybe for many of you too. Well, when I was a kid, I used to play pirinola with my family during big games, during big family meals. It was such a fun tradition, and we all sit around the table, laughing and betting money, but like real money.
Okay.
Um, and well, I remember when I was like 5, I used to force my cousins to play Barbies with me and also to pretend we were like cooking, like like the classic comidita game. So, what else? We also used to play Mario Kart sometimes or other games on the Wii, and it was a mix of imagination, chaos, and a lot of fun. What about you, Vico?
In my case, I used to play with my family uh, las traes, hide and seek, congelados, sometimes football in the background of my grandmother's house. Um, if there was a chance of going to a cousin's house, we played video games like Rocket League or Dragon Ball. And Kikito, what do you play?
Well, in my case, when I was a little bit younger, sorry, I used to play Mario Party with my cousins. Mario Party is like a virtual board game where you compete to collect stars, and in between you play mini games that test your skills. No, and I like Mario Party because it had bright colors, fun music, and characters I already know from other Mario games. No? And there was always a lot of laughter, sometimes a little bit of arguing, but in the end, we all, with my cousins, had too much fun. No? And because every match was different and anything could be happen with a lucky roll of the dice, no? So Diego, other game.
Okay, I think that the first game I remember playing was Las Traes, but I also used to play a lot of physical games like Las Escondidas, Congelados, Policías y Ladrones, all those kinds of games that you play outside because you have to run, to hide, chase people, or whatever. And I also play Tazos and Beyblades. Uh, I remember playing that when the recess, in the recess at school, and that's the games. Mao, your opinion?
Okay. Well, I used to play some of the games that you mentioned, but I'm gonna uh, talk about some games that I remember playing when I was too younger. Well, too yes. Um, when I was at kindergarten, I I remember very well playing with some friends. Imagine that we are like dinosaurs. It was kind of funny. How can I say it? Curious, but I enjoy it a lot. Then, like in sixth grade, I think, I don't know if you ever played something called Infected. That well, someone starts like the infected, and the how can I say it? The purpose of the game is that that person needs to catch other players, and they are well, new infected, and well, you set a time, limit of time for the game, and if the yeah, infected um, uh, infect all the people, well, they win. Well, if there's still someone running in the ground, well, how can I say, the non-infected people win. So I enjoyed a lot of playing those games. And well, let's continue with the second question of this episode, and is how did your tastes in games has changed through the time? And this time we will start with Kikito.
Somehow, when I was in middle school uh, or secondary, I didn't really want to play anymore these games, no, like Strikes, Escondidas, or I don't know, Congelados. I didn't want sometimes, but not really every resist, no. But the important part, uh, I wanted to. I asked my parents to bought me a Xbox or a Nintendo, because I wanted one. Uh, so I almost choose the Nintendo Switch because I wanted to play, I don't know, Mario Party, Mario Galaxy, Mario Kart, a lot of games that I really love from Mario series, no? But one of my cousins told me to not buy with that the Nintendo Switch. They bought me an Xbox One, no? So with this, thanks to God, all of my friends have an Xbox, Xbox, no? So that thanks to that, I really like to play with my friends every day until the sunrise, no? So yeah, it was a very good decision from part of my cousin, no? Actually, I played a lot with my friend Diego, no? And so thanks to the Xbox, I I play a lot with all my friends from secondary. And you, Diego, what is your point of view? Because you and me used to play a lot.
I think that we live a transition from physical to more digital games. And in my case, it really starts when I was in middle school, uh, because I got my Xbox One. And I think that that is a very important moment because I start playing a lot of video games, especially with my friends, like Kikito said. So that's the way that my tastes were changing from running around outside to playing uh, online with my friends. So, Susan, it's your turn.
Well, unlike Kito, I bought the Nintendo Switch instead of the Xbox. So now I can play Mario Bros, Mario Kart, Mario Party, and Luigi's Haunted Mansion, and all of that. But anyway, that's not the case. And as my cousins and I start growing up, things slowly change. I mean, we began playing fewer board games and spent more time on screens. Well, I remember how we all got into Among Us, Minecraft, Ninja, or Geometry Dash. when it became super popular. So we used to have iPads and start playing all these new games online, and it was a totally different experience, but it's still very social in some way. And what about you, Mau?
Well, it's a similar case with me because it happened the same. That I started playing the Xbox. I started playing at the Xbox. Um, and one of the first games that I played, if I remember well, was Call of Duty. Well, and Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and Halo Reach. Those two games were amazing for me. I had a lot of fun. I made too many friends. Well, unfortunately, at these days, I don't have contact with those friends, but it was a great stage of my life. And yeah, I can say that well, Halo Reach. Uh, I consider it like one of the best games I've ever played in my life. I spent a lot of hours in that game. I don't know if that's good, but I spent a lot of hours playing it. What else? Maybe well, I start playing Minecraft also. Um, what else? Well, I can say those games. I don't remember more games, but yeah. What about you, Vico?
Oh, well, for me, the transition was mm, in primary school. I used to play a lot of physical games, like we all in physical education. Um, Meanwhile, I played it with my cell phone, with my mom's cell phone or tablet, like Geometry Dash, something like the Smart Village, and that. Until I was like 14, comparing with my other friends that have Xbox 360, when they were like 9 or 10, I don't remember. I have it until I have 14, 15. And the problem was that while I'm having the Xbox 360, the Xbox One came out. So I played alone like a year. Then my dad uh, think it was a good idea to bought me a Xbox One and started playing with all of my friends. Also in the pandemic, I spent a lot of hours because we have a lot of free time, and I used to play Rocket League, Fortnite, since it was the 7 a.m. until 10 p.m. all day
Oh
playing.
my God. Okay, that's
And
crazy.
that's all. That's all.
Okay, thanks for your answers. And well, let's move on and to the last question of this episode, my friends. And it is, what do you play at this age right now? What do you play, Diego?
Now I still playing video games. Well, when I have time, and like I said, I have my Xbox, and I play a lot of games like Minecraft, Rocket League, Elden Ring, and other ones. And yes, I still playing with my friends, but of course in a very different way compared to the past when we running and chase the others to play online, just online. Um, Vico,
Uh, Nowadays, I play only on holidays because in the semester we are very busy. But I like to play usually Minecraft or Forza Horizon, Rocket League. Uh, Usually, I play car racing games because I love cars. Uh, and I also play on my cell phone, Geometry Dash, or games that I have to use my brain, and that's it. Kikito, how about you?
And well, currently I play different things depending on the situation. For example, when with my family, we play every Sunday board games like Domino, Jenga, or Basta because they are easy for everyone to understand and they help us to have a good time. And I also like that with these games we can talk and laugh and that stuff. No? But when I'm with my friends or alone, I usually play video games. No, I play video games like everyone said, Rocket League. I used to play Call of Duty también. I used to play Call of Duty and Fortnite a little bit, but I usually and also Minecraft, and I usually play more games alone, like I don't know, games like not competitive and only play or for one player, like Elden Ring, other game that is called Hollow Knight, and games that need a little bit more of difficulty because sometimes uh, other games like Call of Duty, Fortnite, and shooter games, uh, I get bored a little bit more faster than that other games, no? So I usually try to find new games, find new stories, games like they are like I don't know, they show you a very nice or beautiful story of something that happens in real life or in fiction. So yes, I really like to play a lot of games, no? And yeah, stuff like that. And what's up, Diego?
I want to say that now we are playing Minecraft together in a server, and I don't know. I just wanna say that.
Yeah, we are uh, having a very good times these
Yeah.
weeks, no? Well, uh, Mao, do you want to say something?
Yeah. Well, I have to say that at this moment I make the transition to PlayStation. I don't play anymore Xbox. I'm sorry. And well, I can say yeah, at this age I've played a lot of games. The list is very big. But one of the most the games I enjoy the most um, are Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Destiny 2. I also started playing um, ah racing car games like Formula One, Gran Turismo. Well, and I want to add that I have my own simulator in my house. I have my wheel, my pedals, and also I have my I forgot how to say it, but well, I have all the kit of simulator. Um, and yeah, I enjoy to play with you all. It's we have a lot of fun. We have great times, and I hope we're still playing for many years. And finally, Susie, what do you play?
Well, now that I'm older, I'm almost 20, I actually still enjoy some of the old traditions. For example, I still play Pirinola with my family during family meals. And with my friends, we sometimes play board games for fun, like just to chill and talk. When I'm at home, I usually play online games on my computer or my iPad with my boyfriend or my sister or some friends. And it's a cool way to spend time together, even if we're in different rooms or super busy and we can see each other. So yeah, I guess games have always been like a part of my life. They just change shape over time. But whether it's Pirinola, Mario Kart, or an online game, I think what really matters is who you play with.
Okay, that's nice. Well, my friends, and that's it for our episode for today. Thank you all for sharing your experiences, your tastes in games in general. And well, it was a pleasure to having you here. And well, we will meet in another episode. Thank you, my friends.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Ah, yeah. Sí.